time now for another technical chart analysis with Sensei Crypto. Ever wanted to buy SpaceX? Well, we've discovered a stock for you where you can do exactly that. It's DXYZ, Destiny Tech 100. We like this one, a very interesting stock. And now to learn all about it, here is Sensei. And now on with the video.
Thank you, Martin. Yes, let's have a look at DXYZ, Destiny Tech 100. Very interesting. It's only been trading since the 26th of March. We have got the chart up, which has basically been a straight line, and recently it's up 76% on a day's trading on Friday. We're going to have a look at their website as well, and see, are we early? Can we still get in, or are we late? It's one of my first times looking at this stock as well, so it'll be interesting to have a look at it together, and just see if on face value is this something that might be worth having a deep dive into and look at it and keep it on our radar. We do have a few people. I'm making this during a live chat, and we have a few people interested in this stock, and they're saying, yes, please do make a video about it. So yes, we are. So this is the stock we're looking at. It's DXYZ as a ticker symbol, and it's called Destiny Tech 100. Destiny Tech 100 is designed to be an exchange-listed portfolio of the top 100 high-tech growth companies. Very, very interesting. So it's an ETF. Or not really an ETF, but it's going to be it's basically an ETF. Yeah, sorry. The Destiny Tech 100 is closed-end management investment company registered under the 1940 Act. We intend to invest in a portfolio of 100 of the top venture-backed private technology companies, providing everyday investors access to these private market leaders for the first time. This is very, very interesting because obviously there's all these private companies that we would love to be a part of, but because we're not accredited investors with millions of dollars in assets and all the other things you need to be a private investor, this is what they're bringing to us. They're investing and we're investing in them. To be eligible for inclusion of the Destiny 100 tech companies must have been vetted by the top US institutional investors and meet key health metrics. This is good. We want to see that. We want to make sure they're stable, that they've got a good solvency score, and that they are regulated. Moreover, the companies in the portfolio will generally have reached a level of maturity and stability expected of a large state venture-backed company. That's good. You want to filter out all the very new companies that haven't been vetted yet. So Destiny Tech 100 common stock trades on the New York Stock Exchange NYSE under the ticker symbol DXYZ. So let's have a look at the breakdown of the portfolio details. This is looking great. So if you're liking the sound of it so far, please do hit the like button. If you haven't already, do subscribe. Any comments you leave down below, I'll be answering as well. So we know what the ticker is. We know where it's listed. Annual management fee, 2.5%. Higher than a lot of things I've seen, but it's understandable. It's something no one's doing. 2.5%. I would take the I'm happy paying a 2.5% fee to be exposed to some of these companies. For example, SpaceX is in this as the highest part of this, highest part of the percentage terms of this portfolio. So very, very interesting. So 2.5% fee to be investing in SpaceX. I don't mind if I do. Current portfolio, they've got 23 companies right now. They're trying to get up to 100. Interesting. Very, very, very new. It's we are early to this. So thank you for bringing it to our attention. This is their current portfolio as of today, the 7th of April. I'm filming this on a Sunday, so this won't change too much for the next couple of weeks, I don't imagine. Portfolio construction is in progress, and values will change, and as we add more companies. Data based on recently reported holdings. Number 1, SpaceX. Everyone knows what SpaceX is. Very, very interesting. 34%, not a bad amount of the portfolio. This is you're basically investing in SpaceX when you buy this stock. So 34%, I think that probably will get diluted over time, but it makes sense why that's the majority and a significant amount. Everyone wants to be part of SpaceX. We just saw their recent They had an event where they were talking about getting to Mars within the next 10 years, or making life multiplanetary within the next 10, 20 years. They're trying to get the Starship to land this year, saying there's an 80-90% chance of that happening, that the Starship will land back on the landing, whatever it's called, this year. So they're making big advancements. And of course, they've got Starlink, which is funding their whole project. That's what I base my internet off. I've got Starlink. A lot of people around the world are using Starlink, and that's what's making the company money. And then they've got Axiom Space, 9.7%, Boom Supersonic, Epic Games, private company. A lot of people love Epic Games. Then they've got Brex, Superhuman, OpenAI, 3.8% into OpenAI, Revolut, 3.4%. Class Dojo. Some of these companies you might know, some of these companies you might have heard of. I haven't heard of a couple, but I've definitely heard of a good chunk of these. Class Dojo, 3%, Relative Space, 2.7%, Stripe, the payment facilitator, 2.6%, A2B, 2.4%, Instacart, 2%, Chime, 1.9%, Public, 1.5%, Jeeves, Impossible Foods, Discord, 1.2%, Klarna, the buy now, pay later, 1.2%, Plaid, and then they've got cash at 9.1%. Very, very interesting. Let's see what the hit says here. The Destiny Tech 100 takes a structural agnostic approach to portfolio construction, participating in primary rounds driven by the company as well as the secondary purchases from existing shareholders. We seek best execution for the portfolio, assessing top companies at attractive prices and structures. And we have seen that our flexibility to invest in multiple classes of equity-linked and equity-related securities enables this effectively. Execution, however, necessitates opportunity. Our team's relationship and deep market expertise also serve to provide everyday investors institutional quality private market access for the first time. Very interesting. I like what they're doing. As we continue to build our portfolio of innovative and exciting companies, we will continue to publicly communicate our progress with you and our community every step of the way. Progress to date. As of December 31, 2002, so the end of last year, the fund stands at approximately 90% of initial capital deployment across primary, secondary investments, including marquee names in space exploration, which is SpaceX, entertainment, which is Epic Games and Discord, fintech, which is Brex and Stripe, and AI, ML, OpenAI. These private companies are shaping our collective future, and we invite you to be part of the journey. Very, very interesting. That's all the information. I'm just seeing if there's any more information before we look at the chart and where the next entry could be. Investment strategy. The Destiny Tech 100 was simultaneously weighed heavily into two categories of companies. Large cap. These are companies valued at 10 billion plus, provide stability to the portfolio while sitting into high growth tech category. They've got the medium caps, which are between 750 and 10 billion. These companies have the potential for a 10 to 50x. Interesting. Governance. The Destiny Tech 100 Investment Committee will take the final determination on the inclusion, pricing, and weighting of companies in the Destiny Tech 100, and the determination of fair value overseen by an independent valuation committee. If a company does not meet the inclusion criteria, it will be excluded from the portfolio by default and can only be included by affirmative decision of the board. That's good to know. Upside opportunity metrics. For many of the companies at the pre-IPO stage, there may be a potential to yield a 10 to 50x return. Some big... let's have a drink. Yeah, that's some big claims, but of course it's possible. It's one of the highest growth sectors. 10 to 50x return is definitely possible. Cultural health metrics. Financial pricing and considerations. The annual reports there. Interesting. I wonder what happens if I press gain access. Yeah, I guess they're already trading right now. So this is the chart for it. It's currently sitting at $59. It was up 76% on Friday. Let's go into we don't have much data. Obviously, it's been up ever since it actually opened at $7. So, and it has already hit $75. So this stock has already done a 10x since it started trading on the 26th of March. So it's already done a 10x, which is so annoying. But the good news is the market capitalization is only 644 million. This ETF could be worth billions, in my opinion. So there's definitely a very big chance this can be a $10 billion. So that's another 10x. So let's have a look at the 4-hour time frame. We're going to have a look at some of these questions. Because it's very interesting. We're doing this during a live shoot, live show on a Sunday. So I'm just trying to analyze this in real time. So the trend has been up. As a person who super chatted to do a review of this stock, which I thankfully did because it's very, very interesting, mentioned this is going to be hard to do technical analysis because it's just been up since launch, and the data's only a couple weeks. What I would say is you have to do your own research. You have to do your own research, not just watch this video, watch a lot of different videos, go and read the financial filings, go and see if anyone's doing anything similar. And if you come to the conclusion that you want to be invested, then it's one of those rare times which I'd say, because it's so early on and you want to be part of it. Let's say you want to invest, let's say $1,000 into this stock. Deploy $250 straight away. Why not? You want to be part of it. You don't want to miss out. This is going to be very volatile. It can do another 2x, 3x next week. You want to be part of it. It's hard to say it's going to come down to this level to have your first buy zone. If you've done your research, you think it's very interesting, like I'm going to do tonight, I'm going to have another look at it. But most probably, I'm just going to buy $250 if I want to have if I've got £1,000 to invest into this stock. That's what I want to allocate to it. I will do a purchase so it goes through tomorrow morning, in the pre-market, just to make sure I'm in the stock. It's one of those rare times you can do that because it's just come out. It is going to be volatile. You don't know where the exact buy zones are. You know that the hype's going to be there. We are still quite early. It's only been out a couple of weeks. Other people are going to start catching on to the news. I think, again, nothing I say is financial advice, but you want to be in. So you do £250 now if you're doing 1,000 in total. Then when would be my next buys? We can pull up a quick Fibonacci to sort of give us another idea. So take it to low to high. Then you're looking at maybe, so now would be one of the good times to buy. So $59 or $60 first buy. Next buy, you're looking at maybe $50, buy another $100 worth. Then you're looking at, so let's draw these onto the chart. First buy zone we're at. Next buy zone would be at $50. The one after that, you're looking around the $42. And then if you get further down, you might have a deep retrace at 786, and that's about $22. So those would be my buy zones. I'll be buying a chunk today, buying $100 at $50, another $100 at $41, and then I'll leave my $500 if I really like the stock. $22, that's where I want to put the rest of my money. This could change. Let's say next week it doubles. I've already got my £250 in. It doubles, and then it goes up to $100. Then my buy zones would all come back up. My re-entry zone would be I'll be trying to buy more at $50, and then I'll be buying some more at my entry point today. So this could change, but let's say it's going sideways and it goes down. These are my buy zones for right now. And then where would I be selling the stock? You'd have to get some more market data. We're going to have to wait a little bit longer to know exactly where the best place to be selling this is, but you're going to have to start looking at market capitalization. It depends what you're happy with. Let's say this does a 3x over the next couple of weeks. You might be happy with that, and you might take some profits and leave some to run. I think the best way to do this is not have a target in mind. Let's say you hit $100, you want to sell half, or you hit $200, you want to sell half. Have those targets in mind. But for right now, because of the lack of analysis we have right now, lack of chart data we have right now, we can't do a full analysis. But we'll keep you up to date with this stock. And right now, for me, it's looking like a buy. I'd love to have your guys' thoughts, but very, very interesting. I'll pass it back to you now, Martin. Thank you.
Thank you, Sensei. Great job as always. Really fantastic. Very interesting stock, this one. I might even be persuaded to just leave the S&P behind and buy this. I've always wanted to buy a piece of SpaceX, a bit of Elon Musk. What do you think of that? Click above my head for more links and so on. And down below, you'll find more information in the description. Also, our 12-hour stream. We are live 12 hours a day. And go over here, you'll find more information as well. I think you might find useful. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other.